All right, now let's welcome in the coach, Doug Pederson, as we get closer and closer to a trip to Miami, along with Frank Frangie in the afternoon. Doug, how are you, man?
I'm doing good, Frank. I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you?
We are doing great, and I'm excited. I got to tell you, as preseasons and camps go, from the outside looking in, man, I can't imagine this one going any better. How do you feel about where your team is and how they kind of got through this preseason period?
You know, Frank, I feel good about where we are. I think number one, the health of the football team. You know, going into week one, I think by far it's probably one of the healthier week ones I've been a part of. You know, and really felt good about how the guys handled training camp. It was tough. You know, we had the joint practice with Tampa Bay, and I thought they handled everything extremely well. So I've been pleased with you know where we're at right now.
You have told me, you said it publicly too, that these guys took that finish hard last year, and they came back committed. And I know you and I've had this talk a bunch. Trevor took it hard, and I think it showed up in camp. Where do you feel like your team is kind of emotionally as it gets set to head to Miami?
I think, you know, emotionally they're in a good place. They're in a good spot. I do think that last year bothers them, you know, as it bothered me. And you know, it just gives us a little more motivation, a little more focus, a little more, I think, direction. And, you know, we understand that, you know, internally we can be a good football team. And, you know, so I think the guys are mentally ready for that.
What have you seen from Ryan Nielsen's defense now that you've seen it through 3 games? And obviously the starters didn't play a lot, but they played enough. What have you seen from the defense and how he's changed things?
You know, I think the biggest thing is how we're coming off the football. You know, we've obviously changed the scheme just a little bit. We're going to more of a four down front. Can still play some 3 linebacker looks and things like that in base, but really it's been about how we're coming off the ball, how we're we're moving in sync with one another on defense. There's not a lot of moving parts. I think that, you know, I look at guys like Tyson Campbell and Ronald Darby on the outside and how more aggressive they are. It's, you know, a little more kind of up in your face mentality as far as an alignment. Guys like Trayvon and Josh Allen, you know, come off the football has really been, exciting for me to see, because that's what we ask them to do. We ask them to get off the ball. We ask them to set an edge. We ask them to get after the passer. And then the other thing too, I think, is our linebackers, Foye, Devin, Chad, Muma, just the way they're more downhill in the run game. They're attacking gaps. I just think just a little more sound football, what I've seen with the defense so far.
Offensively, you've got some cool new pieces. Brian Thomas Jr., who's so fast, and Gabe Davis, a veteran guy. Mitch Morse, we just had him on the air yesterday, and what a neat guy and veteran, grown-up guy he is. How do you feel about the new pieces in the offense? And you're right, everyone's healthy. Christian's healthy, which is awesome. How do you feel about how that offense has come together?
Yeah, I've been pleased with the way these guys have come in, and the guys you mentioned, you know, especially the free agents with Mitch and Gabe, and the guys have really bought into what we're doing, what we're teaching, and you know, they just give us a lot of depth. They give us a lot of veteran experience, and you know, something that we're excited about. And then, you know, Brian Thomas, you know, our first round pick, just really excited to watch him play, and his speed obviously is is real, and he's fast, and looking forward to watching him all season long, you know, and how he grows and matures, and how he handles, you know, the NFL stage. But been real pleased with all our free agents, all our new pieces, and just, you know, excited for this week 1 experience.
Let's get to that game a little bit. Miami led the league in offense last year, second in scoring offense. They're fast offensively, Doug. That's what everyone talks about. How do you defend this team, and what do you think when you watch Miami on tape?
You know, Frank, that's the number one thing that really stands out is their speed. And then I think secondly, they do a nice job. You know, Mike McDaniel's team, they do a lot of misdirection. They do a lot of motions and shifts and a lot of fast motions, jet motions, things like that really try to, you know, trick your eyes as a defense. And it creates a lot of space in the passing game. It gets their runners on the edge. They're extremely fast in the backfield as well, and so you got to be extremely disciplined. You just got to trust your keys, trust your eyes. You can't get out of a gap, and then when you're tasked to guard Tyreek Hill, you've got to be on point. So it's an offense that's explosive, and so defensively you have to be very disciplined in order to defend it.
It's going to be a fun game for sure. We get on a plane tomorrow. I got to ask you, I asked you this the other day off air, but because we were thinking about it. You still get jitters a little bit? You've done this a long time in a lot of ways. Still get kind of nervous a little? Is it a good nervous?
Frank, it is a good nervous, and I do. I still get the jitterbugs and the anxiousness a little bit, and I just want it so bad for our players. I want to win for our players, and when I played, obviously I was still nervous, but I could control things a little bit more when you're out there on the field, and now you really just can't control it as much when you're on the sidelines. But yeah, definitely get nervous. It's a good nervous though, and 3 hours of football, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm kind of like I told you this yesterday. I get nervous, Doug. We're all nervous, so it'll be a fun day. But hey, thanks for spending some time. I know it's a busy week for you. I look forward to. I'll see you on the plane tomorrow, and good luck on Sunday, Doug. Thanks, buddy.
All right, thank you, Frank.
All right, Doug Pederson, the Jaguar football coach. Jags in Miami coming up on Sunday.
Hey, Mia here, and thanks so much for watching 1010XL Jaguars. For even more coverage of the Big Cats, be sure to subscribe to 1010XL Jaguars.